Hello and welcome to The Book Thing. My name is Mark and today I'm continuing my reread of the Discworld series with book number 18, Maskerade. So Maskerade is the fourth or fifth book in the Witches subseries, depending on whether or not you count Equal Rights, and is set after Margaret has gotten married and Granny Weatherwax and Nanny Ogg are now down to a coven of two and thinking that they actually need a new young recruit. So the girl that they have in mind as their newest junior coven member is Agnes Nitt, who we last met briefly in Lords and Ladies as a member of the young coven that sprung up while the witches were abroad. So Nanny has noticed the spark of potential witchcraft in Agnes. Well, the thing is, Agnes kind of knows what they have in mind, so she takes off to Ankh-Morpork to pursue her dream as an opera singer. So she arrives in the Ankh-Morpork Opera House, and wouldn't you know it, there is a phantom that is haunting the opera house, and some deaths start to occur. So Nanny Ogg and Granny Weatherwax do a bit of witchy divining when they're looking for Agnes and realise the danger that she might be under and make their way to Ankh-Morpork. There's also a bit of a subplot about why they're going, about the fact that Nanny Ogg has written a very sexually explicit cookbook called The Joy of Snacks, which possibly might imply that it has been written by Granny Weatherwax, and perhaps they might be actually owed some royalties for it as well, so that is another reason for them to go to Ankh-Morpork. By the way, I am rereading the entire Discworld series at the moment and releasing a new video every week, so if you'd like to keep up to date with those, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. So, Maskerade is kind of doing a lot. So first of all, it's obviously doing the Discworld's version of Phantom of the Opera. It's also doing a bit of a murder mystery. It's also taking the whole fish out of water with the two witches from Lancre coming down to Ankh-Morpork, a city that we are very used to after having spent so much time in it. There's things like the publishing subplot. There's things like a whole theme about people trying to figure out what it is that they are meant to do and what they are destined to be. Historically, when Terry Pratchett's been trying to weave too many threads at the same time, it's kind of had the tendency to unravel on him. And, you know, some things have come through stronger than others. But I have to say, with Maskerade, he absolutely sticks the landing. So he balances all of the arcs really, really successfully. He brings them all to very, very satisfying conclusions. And on top of that, he even manages to throw in some other bits and pieces for long-term Discworld readers as well, such as, you know, with the murder mystery going on, having the two undercover police in the opera house as being Detritus the Troll and Nobby Nobbs. So that's hilarious. And there's also this scene with Granny Weatherwax confronting death in order to save the life of a child who she's ministering to. And quite frankly, having read that, it sums up both of those characters so well, and it might actually be my favourite scene in the entire Discworld series that I've read so far. So Maskerade was a book that I actually read many, many years ago and haven't reread. And when I did read it, it didn't really register in my memory that much. I also have to say that it is, so far, hands down, my favourite of the Witches subseries of books, and with only one book to go, it's likely to stay in that top spot. To me, it's a solid 4.5 star read, and when I get to do my eventual ranking of the entire Discworld series, I would not be surprised if Maskerade ends up in the top 10. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Maskerade. If you did, please consider hitting the like button. And if you'd like to see more of my Discworld reviews, please consider hitting the subscribe button. The next one of these that I will be doing is the next watch book, which is Feet of Clay. So I hope to see you on that one. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that, and take care.